friend, you're not. That's why, fam. You don't follow what I talk about. Sister, good morning, good afternoon. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Big day. So we listened to some of the stuff that was being discussed earlier today. As you know, tomorrow is George Floyd uh, anniversary of his death. You are from Houston, we know that, and we know that you might have a more of an insight than the rest of us on that.
Press start.
But what? Well, because no, if you start, like if she want,
And
yeah. So the question you feel, do you is more or less why you feel how you feel more than what you said. I heard what you said. I would let you know I disagree with it. What you say, but there's a reason why you said that. Why those things were said, as far as the karma and as far as the distaste for black people.
how,
We did hear some information. So
how
that's
long?
not.
You didn't hear it on video. A display taste for black people. I ain't that. They made that shit up.
So that wasn't true.
Yesterday I said black people need to bleach their skin. I hate black people. My son is your color, Shakie.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. So why? So so basically, what you're saying is basically the things about Floyd and knowing what was going on in the city is the parts that you are
It
saying,
wasn't about. It was
but
about. Okay, so your friend started a colorist thing against Trina. Trina wanted to redo a colorist thing, and the person he had up there, his number one boss, was an African. And she despised black American women because she felt like we don't put in a lot, like an African do. She's very arrogant. And when I came up, Trina approached me kind of bad, like, bitch, you come up here with that message, I'ma block you, and da da da. And they was saying that yellow women don't have it hard as black women. We was in a house while they was picking cotton. And if you bright, you really can't say nothing about colorism and things of that nature. And I was kind of upset. So I left and I began to talk about a plethora of things. And Floyd came up and I said that I felt like it could be, karma or whatever. But when I said karma, I didn't mean the white man standing on his neck. Death. Okay? And the meaning of it means that he have done so much. Because he's from Third Ward. He's not from where he died at. He have done so much to the
right,
point where God just seen fit for him to come on home. I'm not saying a dude standing on his neck. Okay? Because I also said in the video, the bitch nigga that recorded me, the Charlie, didn't play everything. I also said that's fucked up how they stood on this motherfucking neck. I don't wish that on anybody. I talked about my daddy. I talked about my stuff. Don't give me my roses. I went to a lot of stuff. But they played just the part they wanted to fucking play and cut the shit off. Okay? And that's why I told Charlie this shit is all wrong. Because it was more to that video. It wasn't about George Floyd. I said a lot of shit. So when I mean that, I mean what I said. Um, Meaning, I know he have a past because of the rumors. And then if you look him up on Chris, you know how we pull backgrounds. When you look him up, you can see things he did. And I know you didn't heard of the drug addiction, things like that. I said it could have been that he was tired. It could have been that God was just fed up with just so much happening. But then I didn't know the story neither. I didn't know that it was behind fake money. And I thought he was being pulled over because Cherry Boom the other night went live and was like, the motherfucker got pulled over and resist motherfucking arrest. That motherfucker should have got killed. And y'all feeling sorry for him. Sherry Boone just went live 2 nights ago and lit this man up bad. So I never researched the story or followed it. Really? Yeah. Nobody.
the person Cherry the Boom probably was talking about
Nobody gave
was the
me
guy here in
where they did me.
Louisiana.
That's why I say they fake as fuck and they biased. Sheridan Boone said, and Charlie played it, and he didn't cry the way he cried when I said what I said, and I ain't say nothing near what Sherry Boone said. Sherry Boone said that motherfucker refused the arrest. He went put his hands behind his back, and then he hit the motherfucking police. Fuck that motherfucker, and a lot of more y'all gonna die the same way. Y'all some ignorant black motherfuckers. So I thought the dude died from not putting his hands behind his back or whatever. Until they said no, he actually died behind money. Then I told them I heard one time on a panel they said they found out that the cop know that George Floyd had slept with the cop Chinese wife. and a white one divorced. I have heard so much different stuff when it come to these, but I never looked at it. And like they tell me now, go look at the video. I'm not looking at nobody lose their breath or whatever. I'm not gonna look at that. So what my question is I said what I said, but I went on a George Floyd topic. I was going through a lot of things. Like they didn't give George Floyd his roses because he was a dope in the third ward. But then when he died, everybody want to make it seem like, oh, he perfect, he this and that. I said, don't do me like that. Don't give me no motherfucking roses because none of y'all thought I was shit. I wouldn't much give my daddy his fucking roses because he was a fucking crackhead. I don't have nothing good to say. I went into a lot of shit, but they clipped what they wanted just to make it exactly how they did today. So y'all so
So
hurt behind bars.
you made a comment.
Why y'all not over there going to Brandon about what Cherry said? About he deserved to die. The motherfucker should have put his hands behind his back. Why y'all ain't going to go jump on Brandon and everybody and Keys and tell him why you ain't canceling Cherry? And she went live and said he needs to die along with some more people.
All right. So as far as Cherry, I don't
No, I'm talking to the
really.
company since they crying today over
Oh,
George today. Since there's a big cry behind me saying one word. I said one word. Karma. And they took that one word and they said I said he deserves to die. They said I said he said his neck should have been stepped on water. They said I said all black people need to bleach their skin. They have turned into so much shit. They just said one fucking word. Instead of coming to ask me like you doing. I don't hate black people. My son black. My grandmama dark. I don't have nothing against no dark people. That's bullshit. My friends dark. Look at my club pictures. The fuck? Come on now. Stop playing in my face. Y'all doing that shit because I'm Ashley. Y'all don't like me and y'all look for any motherfucking thing. Because if that I ain't gonna say that out of respect for Shakie, but if that other broadcaster that I don't get along with would have said the shit, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. Just the other day she was saying, damn why Keith won't die. I keep paying for motherfuckers to out this motherfucker. They can't kill him. And y'all ain't said shit about that. Her mouth
Oh,
shot.
she did not say that.
She did say that. It's on video. Keep play it all the time. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all chooses me out of all people. The next motherfucker can repeat what I say next week, and y'all ain't gonna say shit about it. But because it's me, you motherfuckers gonna wear it out. But y'all know y'all gotta fight with me. Bitch, I'm gonna go against all of y'all hoes.
all right. So I can't address something that I didn't hear or wasn't brought to my attention. This was brought to my attention because people said, "Look, this is what your friend said." I've gone on record when people try to bring me foolishness about you and say, "Look, I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's y'all deal with that stuff. The relationship that I talk to is how I talk to her. I don't want to hear about it. Y'all go over there with
Yeah.
that."
Oh,
No,
I don't,
nonetheless, they brought it to me and said, "This is your friend. Here's the
okay.
recordings." Uh, the parts about the distaste or dislike for black
I didn't
people.
say
So you are on record right now saying that you didn't say that. Let's move on. The part about the karma may have been a misjudgment here. And the reason I'm
okay,
saying it
I
is
did tell
because
him I apologize because I might have used my words wrong. I should have said another word because I was saying in the aspect of God. Getting, he could have. I gave him three examples. I say he could have been telling God he's tired, his mama gone, he was on drugs, he was out in the street, and he was just tired. And then when they told me the fact that he saw his mama, he was saying his mama, and his mama was dead, and they were saying he was calling out for his mama. I say his mama could have been right there coming to get him. I was saying I was giving him different scenarios. I say, oh, this could have been it could have meant to happen to set the record to let people know that cops is still being dirty and racism is not over. We don't know what was the reason. But like I said, Shaky, they took what they wanted of me and they sent it out. And these motherfuckers up here saying she lying, but why y'all not in my live when I'm having these type of lives? Period. Well, none of y'all motherfuckers in my life when I had this discussion. Don't none of y'all come and support me, but y'all can say I'm fucking lying. Because that's all y'all know to say she lying, she lying, she lying. But y'all wasn't here for it. Which one of y'all was in my live this morning when I actually let Trina be live and was talking? Tell me. Which one of y'all was actually here for everything I said could get up here and tell Shakie everything that happened from me talking about myself to my daddy to my mama all the way today? And then when I said in my live before I went to because I was live for a minute, why y'all didn't rattle that shit up when I was live? Why y'all didn't say, oh, she wrong, this girl just said something bad about George Floyd? Y'all waited till I left the dentist. I said what I said, went to the dentist, got my son braces done, got my other son teeth whitening, did all this shit, stopped the Triple J's to get a motherfucking barbecue sandwich. Come back then, Charlie like, sis, you need to come to my live and hear this. Why it took y'all so long to wake up what I said bad? And I had said it this morning.
So your expectation is the video that Charlie's playing was an edited version of what you said,
Yeah,
taking what your
Charlie
words
would have
are out of
everything and showed the comments because the dude, okay, the dude that recorded me, I blocked him. He did get up there and apologize and say, Ashley, I didn't mean for it to go this way. I just wanted Charlie to hear what you was saying about what the people felt about George Floyd. Cause I was saying, he said, I didn't know they was gonna take it like this and bash you and do this. I say, but that's what they do. So I wish he would have gave the whole thing of what I was saying. The dude did apologize and say he didn't mean it in that manner. And he don't think I did neither. The dude that recorded sent it to Charlie. He reveals his stuff, but I blocked him. Cause what the fuck you in my room recording for?
Do you have so since this happened, of course you've been addressed about the Floyd issue, and I guess was able to get more educated about it. Do you have a different opinion about it from that point
I
to
have to
now?
watch it. I don't. I have to watch it.
I'm not just watching the video, but watching. Okay, so it was a lot of
Honestly,
ramifications, but it basically
I would
sparked a
chose
movement.
another word besides karma because they don't get me. I'm a very strong, talkative person. I say what I say and I mean what I say. I didn't mean like good. They should have choked him to death or nothing. In the video too. I say it's fucked up how they did him. I said that too.
I don't have a judgment or hell or hell to put it, but hell or heaven to put you in. I can't judge what you say. I disagree with what I heard. What I heard, I did not agree with at all. I think that it's not his karma. I think that his I think with anything, karma would be what happened with Chauvin, which is the person that perpetrated the crime against him, or what's happening with the other officers that have been arrested.
But everybody know how I am, right? I always miss words for words, and they make us because I just throw words on shit. When the lady in Precious Room explained to me karma means something she said, I was like, no, karma, not the correct word. I didn't say it right. I corrected myself, and I apologize for my words the way they came out. I'm not gonna go crazy breaking my neck to these people. Cause these people wish death on me when I was in my BMW. They said I should have crashed and died in that motherfucker. They just sent a lawsuit around my house to put guns on me. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me. They just want to use a little something to torture me, and they will not torture me.
All right. So with that being said,
Yeah, I apologize for my delivery. Yeah, that's what I said.
so listen. So with that being said, if you know that's what they're doing, uh, a context that is a sensitive topic for us, for you, for your children, for my children, for us as a people, because you black as us. You just as black. I'm black. You black. We all black. The frailty of the topic is so sensitive. The timing is so sensitive that it deserves. I don't think an apology, but a reassessment of what you say. With that being said, I implore you for not for your just for yourself, but for the people that there are some, even though there's a lot of people wish a lot of things on you, a lot of people wish a lot of things on a lot of people, but for the people that don't, for the people that do support you, that come in your life and do and interact and engage with you, for the people that are your friends, for the people that do have a care for you, not just for not just a love for you as a human or a love for you as a black woman or a mother, but a love for you as far as you entertaining them or getting them across their day. What they probably need from you right now is probably for you to take 1 second to get immensely immersed and educated about what you talk about, then have an assessment about it and deliver that assessment how it's.
I was mad because they good what I was saying. They heard the whole thing. None of my followers mad at me. They was like, Ashley, don't worry about them. We know what you was trying to say. That's what all my followers are saying. When none of them mad at me. It's these people don't follow me. That's up here talking about la 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 la. I'm a whole bunch of fake level 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s. When see they got my followers. See when none of my followers mad at me because they knew what I was saying. They was here. They be here in the morning with me when I have my talks. They know I don't do that. When me and Keith had the big falling out, when I found out they was shooting up his house and stuff, I called his sister and told her, please tell him I'm worried about him and I'm not with that shit that Brandon them doing. I'm not with that shit killing no motherfucking body. So if me and Keith then got into it with the verse and I went down for them doing what they doing to him and I separated myself because I don't want to be involved with that shit, what makes you think I'm trying to, I want this man to die of getting his neck stepped on? Come on, you gotta look at what I do in real life. I take care of my nieces. And since they said I'm colorist, my nieces is not yellow. They not white. They brown skinned little girls. I take care of them and I don't have to. Come on now. These people know better than this, but it's Ashley.
Right.
It's Ashley.
And and Ashley,
But I
and
said
Ashley, and
I will
Ashley has a
I
platform.
will try.
And with that platform, it does come with responsibility. And I'm not speaking from somebody to speak and tell you what to do. If you don't feel like don't do nothing. But there was times when I had to realize that I have to be accountable for my actions because there's a lot of people, lots of people, and I get what you're saying, that your people know what you was talking about and that's all you worry about. And if that's all you worry about, that's fine. However, your people not only just mess with you, they mess with other people. They out in the places, we're representing you, they're an extension of you.
Shaky. Shaky, you gotta understand. I know a lot of these troll people. I know a lot of these people. They have always been after me. These the same people that done called CPS on me. The same people that done got guns pulled on me. The same people that said I raped kids before. The same people that came at me.
No,
I don't owe them a
you
motherfucking
don't.
thing because they never thought nothing good of me. They never. I got my teeth. I'm getting my teeth fixed. They dog my teeth. Now you motherfuckers want me to apologize to you motherfuckers that drag me on an everyday basis. Now my sister was upset. My sister I apologized to because my sister said that the word I said she didn't agree with. Yep, my sister, I owe my sister that apology because I had to let her know it wasn't like that, sister. Because my sister actually did go and march or
Oh,
whatever
Gucci trying to read.
with
Gucci trying to read you.
I don't fool with
Who's Gucci?
him. Gucci did to me. I don't fool with Gucci. So
Stop playing with your pussies, Rebecca.
um Charlie didn't try to help. That wasn't help.
So,
That
are
wasn't
you
help. Let
mad
me
at
tell you something.
Charlie or no?
No, I'm not mad at Charlie. Charlie just gotta understand. I was asking him to call me on the phone. When you dealing with a person like me, my anxiety, it's best to call me and talk to me. You can't get nothing through. Okay, he wanted me to understand, but before you got me to understand, you had 6, 7 people come up there and call me a dog ass bitch, cancel this whole fuck this bitch ain't shit, you good for nothing, baby teeth ass bitch, and then you want me to apologize. Surely, I'm not gonna apologize when you then let so many people come up and they all didn't drug me. I'm not. That ain't the way you conduct shit. If I tell Shakie, I want you to come over and apologize. And then when he get here, I let 30 people drag Shakie, and then I tell Shakie, so are you gonna apologize? Shakie gonna be all kind of ways, and Shakie gonna be like, girl, fuck you at this point.
All right. So, and simply, but I'm never suggesting an apology to people that obviously mean you no good. My suggestion, especially for the people that do fuck with you, is to immense because it's limited to what you have as far as knowledge about.
Hey, nigga in charge, I'm gonna block you, bitch, cause you didn't been around. You didn't been around when I apologized 3 times today, nigga. I'm about to
Yeah,
block
I'm
the
not
fuck
asking
out
for
of
an
you.
apology. I'm suggesting only suggesting that for the people that look to you not only for entertainment and enlightenment, but that fuck with you to immersive.
So, Shaky,
Yes,
have they told you I have apologized 3 times
they have.
in Jackie room, in Trinity room, and
They
in
have.
my room? Like, how many times I gotta apologize? Is y'all gonna go make Eb apologize for wishing death on children and trying to get kids killed and getting Keith killed? Is y'all gonna put all this force on other people? Is y'all gonna go make
Why? I
Sherry
don't understand
apologize?
why y'all
Is y'all
always
gonna make
compare
Cammy?
Yep.
yourself with other people.
Is y'all gonna make Cammy apologize? Because Cammy said several times she'll get people neck stepped on like Fred, Floyd, George, or whatever. Cammy say that shit all the time. Why is it a big deal with me? And I didn't even say the shit that
Right.
they fucking say.
So we not, and so we not. We don't have. I don't have the same relationship with them as I have with you. And so my thing is not asking for an apology, is to get a reassessment, a reevaluation of the situation, and then expressing yourself with a little more enlightenment. And it's like that's basically. I feel
Yeah.
like what you did. You spoke on something you knew a bit about instead of knowing. Instead of, and so therefore you couldn't articulate yourself as you probably would have on something that you know a lot about. And my suggestion was only to stop for a second and get enlightened about what the ramifications were, because of course you're in a city where he's from, so you have a certain outlook. But for us, what that meant, for the community, what that meant, how it sparked not only legislation, but also this was the first time that there was an accountability factor for them doing that to us. And to understand how this was a tipping point, especially in the middle of a pandemic, when people started to acknowledge that there was an issue with racial inequality and injustice in this country. And so my suggestion was, and so it's a situation that's fragile. It's a situation that's not only hot button but hot tempered. This is a big situation that changed the mindset. There were two things that were monumental in this election year. One of them was, of course, the virus, but the other one was this very issue. So this is an issue that's up there, especially with not only just civil rights legislation, but especially from African American issues. So the majority of the people that watch you, me, Savannah, everybody, are people that this affect. It's going to affect you, your children, everything. And so what my thing is not necessarily apologizing, because your opinion was limited. You didn't see the video. You didn't know much about it other than what you had heard on the street with Houston. And I get it. You don't watch CNN and all that stuff all day. You're most of the time doing your job on here as far as entertaining your people. I get that. But so my suggestion was not necessarily apologizing, but rectifying. And that means, okay, I made a comment about this, not fully understanding what it meant and what it was, and not understanding and you, because you acknowledge that by apologizing and not picking your words correctly. Allow me the chance to educate myself about this, learn about this, and find out what's actually is going on, what it really means, what about it is impactful for not only me, my children, but everything about my people that fuck with me, and then come and because I've apologized for not knowing. Let me know, and now this is what I feel about this. After reviewing the situation and knowing what the impact it is, this is how I feel. And I don't think you owe that to the people that don't like you, and don't use this as an opportunity.
Shaky, did they also tell you? Did they also tell you in the midst of that? I said, y'all, I don't know what happened, cause y'all enlightened me, cause y'all tell me, and they kept dragging me, and I kept saying, I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know the story. Could y'all tell me? Could someone help me? And nobody did that. They just, I did admit that. I did admit that.
Right.
I
And
kept
so
saying,
to fix that, take a step back and learn about it. Then come back with a reassessment. This is what I said. Now that I know, this is how I fix it. This is the right thing that I'm thinking about here. This is how I feel about this. And if the judgment is the same, then so be it. But I think if you know better, you show better. I mean, you know better, you do better. And so what that is, because that situation impacted you directly, it impacted your children directly, it impacted your people's people. And no, you don't owe nothing to the people that despise you and wish this upon you. But to the people that do fuck with you, you do owe them, because they're the people out there that's doing good for you. You owe them. You owe that to yourself, and you owe that to your children to know what's going on here, and then having an opinion about it. Am I somebody to judge you? Hell no. I'm just shaking. Is anybody judge you? No, you don't. But as a friend of yours, I would love for you to know what's going on and then see if you still feel the same way or not. And if either way, then deliver that to me. I can make a decision about that situation because I kind of kept abreast of it. But if you didn't and you don't know and you made a decision about the situation, it might come across as how it did. And this is why we're having the conversations we have. So my thought process is only simply this. And I implore the people in the comments that like you and don't like you to take 1 second, allow you to understand what this situation means, and then reassert what it is that you want. That to me is the only plausible solution in this matter. It's the only way to rectify it. In my opinion, of course, this is my opinion. You don't have to do this. You can say fuck shit and go there and go about your business more. I'm just a fat punk sitting here in Louisiana minding everybody else's business. But my thought process is only that this comes from a lack of knowing what was going on. Become abreast of it and see what it really meant and see how this was a big thing and see what it is from that perspective. And then if you still feel the same way, cool. If you don't, like you said, you might have used the wrong words, but it probably would. I think if you look at it and get into it for just, and it ain't gonna take long, but get into it and get enlightened about it, you probably wouldn't use the word karma or whatever. You probably know more about it because it wasn't what he done prior in his life. It's how he was treated in comparison to the other race and what this meant as far as the awakening for us in the movement that it spawned. And if you learn that, I think you might change the wording of what your thought process is. Because them fussing at you, that's not gonna work. Them trying to because all you want to do is fuss back with them. Because I get it. I trust me. I love to fuss back too. We are alike on that aspect. But on this issue, I'm going to my advice is to just you have no choice. Like you have a choice, of course, but I don't think you should do anything else but learn about it, come back to us and say, well, this is what I think about it. And I believe that everybody, especially your people that do just say you fuck with you, would probably agree that we would like to hear after you know what's really going on with this, what you really think about it. Be yourself. Don't change. And I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying,
So you want me to look? You want me to
not
look?
just the
You want me to
video,
look at the
the movement,
YouTube?
the
Because it
whole
says on
like
YouTube.
it's gonna take a few hours. The video is one part about it, but the ramifications, the rest of the officers, the attempt at the officers for trying to keep their jobs, why one officer was convicted, the other one's getting lesser sentences, the civil action. There was a lot of stuff there, and then also then it would spawn the protests, the violent ones, the non-violent ones, the fact that Trump attempted to
Sheena, because I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I don't watch none of it. I don't watch TV at all.
the attempt at the president to diffuse the situation, compare what was going on with Black Lives Matter to somebody taking out some fucking Confederate statues, saying that our movement was the which spawned the ideology of how they felt about our movement be called hoodlums and stuff in comparison to those good white boys that's doing this and that over there. It's a lot of stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of this was this issue, this one, and all that could be pinpointed to what is the anniversary of tomorrow
Right.
because it started from there. And so, even though he did have a past, porn, drugs, all that stuff, arrests, that was part of his past, and that's true. You can't deny the past. But so they weren't acting like he's a saint. But even somebody who does drugs, even somebody who's been arrested, even somebody who does porn does not deserve the treatment he got for a non-violent, non-drug related crime where there was no victim and no loss. And so this was a big thing. He died over passing a fake $20 bill to buy some cigarettes. He actually so they didn't lose the cigarettes, they didn't lose the money. Basically his death was caused by a misdemeanor, and it was the point where black people collectively said enough is enough. And so even though it was him, but it was more the situation than it was him. And so then you look at when white people do this, that, and the other, and they get nothing. When this man had to die over non-violent, non-drug related crime where there's a victimless, no victim, no loss, and no anything. The $20 was the alleged fake or whatever the case may be. So this was the alleged. Like I said, okay, well you're right. It wasn't. the crime that he was being questioned or detained for was allegedly passing a counterfeit note, which is still a nonviolent misdemeanor. It was only $20. Whatever the case may be, and he should have lost his life for what like you should. Right, and so that part about it spawned the movement, and so just it was a lot of stuff that happened, and finally there was some accountability, and so as a mother, as a leader of a platform, you have a platform. With power comes responsibility. And I think people are more upset is that the words you said could be taken out of context to propagate an ideology of self-hate. That's why the uproar is there. That's why people is running around and this is a big topic on this app and this is why this is all on the tube and the book and everywhere else in the way it is. You have a platform. You can't deny that. So you do have to be a little guarded and a little responsible for the people that do look to you for not only enlightenment but information and entertainment. I think you owe it to them. You talk about being proper with this pink bonnet. It doesn't. Don't look at the messenger. It ain't the messenger. It's the message. Let me make sure I get this person out of here. Hold up. Talking proper. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. It's not about me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Ashley don't have to listen to me. Ashley can do what she wants. She's grown. At the end of the day, she's going. She can take what I say and flush it down the toilet if she wants, and that's cool. And I don't. She don't owe me anything.